वेलकम बैक टू द गेमिंग वर्ल्ड। और मेरा नाम है प्रणव और मैं खेल रहा हूँ बायोम्यूटेंट। तो पिछली बार हमें आए थे यहाँ पे, सब लोगों से इन लोगों को मारा और हम व्हील चेयर वाले के साथ जाते और उनसे बात करते। ओके, तो ये हम आ चुके, तो मैं इससे बात करूँगी।
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen. The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Hope. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even... He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them. The potato people, or Mono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ghee. The Mono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it.
ओके, तो हमें उसे पकड़ना है, जड़ों के बीच में छुपा है लगता है।
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come. The Mono's key energy is just what the pen sign needs to complete its cycle. Only time will tell. At least... You need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of key released. You'll need a net to catch the Mono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Mono are sensitive beings, an embodiment. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Mono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. Or it'll need a continuous flux of key over the 20-12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
ओके, तो ये तैर नहीं सकता।
Now that you've seen the Mono's connection with the tree with your own eye, from this day on, he'll make nurturing the penside into a tree of life. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the sun. He says you better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now the tree started to die when the end of days began, and it wasn't long after that that the world eaters arrived. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
Jumbo Puff.
Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Farfarifto, tuka kubu kujai. He far oloi o bopawe yu luau tuka. Befabi hiatu yao mawa Miami.
He claims.
Auketo.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war.
ओके हमें ये मिला है रूट नेट। इसके बाद तो बहुत सारे खिलौना लगते हैं। भाई आना किधर है?
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
अरे यार मैं क्या कर देता हूँ। सी
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
ओके, तो यहाँ पे तहस महस हो चुके हैं। मुझे लगता है यहाँ पे लोग रह रहे थे।
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
तो हम इसकी मदद करने वाले हैं।
That's a spark of light in you.
ओके, तो चूज करना होगा मुझे दोनों में से। एक तो दिखाई नहीं दे रहा। I like the light.
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they are. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your...
तो दोनों में से चूज करना है। ओके,
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
ओके, तो वो टूटा हुआ है, वहाँ पे नहीं जा सकते शायद। एक बार देखता हूँ जाके। ओके,
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
ये लोग भी हमारे साथ लड़ने में हैं।
Close encounter.
Okay, level 3.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Okay, nice place.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem.
दरवाजा खोल।
Says they're cautious of non-allies. Says their door... The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out of Date's side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense your kind heart. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rival... Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a... If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
I'll join the melee.
He was... The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can... The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wong Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wait. Tells you once you've dealt with the rival, they pass the point of no return as seeing you brings back. Myriad wants unity between... He remembers your kind and Anyway, the memories you make with your family.
Nupapuno
Says
beveg bepa man para popak.
ये तो मुझे
Let's
लगता
see.
है यार
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially. Deformed and unfurred.
अरे
It's
यार
starting to add up.
अरे यार
Deformed and unfurred.
अरे यार अरे यार shit.
Ones especially deformed and unfurred.
Well, yeah.
Took care of it. You're fading. All fired up.
अबे ओए अबे यार जल्दी यार Finally, is a death. At the end. Okay. भाई इससे कुछ मिलेगा कि नहीं इसके पास से भी
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind.
ओके तो शायद हम पास्ट में आए हैं तो पहले यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा था इस तरह का ओके तो मैं मिलूँगा नेक्स्ट वीडियो में तो
Feel me like a Hellcat.